yow Katusha yow yaay doomaraam ndax doomaraam weesul nga nekk di gor samay tànk yow.
bi dafa taxaw temb actuellement pour récupérer li mu moom en l'occurrence Ngouda.
Non, ça va pourtant.
Je suis une recours stressée.
Félicitations. Merci beaucoup. Machallah. Merci beaucoup. May nan la soxna.
ndax moom laa la bàyyee la ñu dem waxtaani.
yow man sama takk jaral na la lii yëpp. Vraiment.
Elle te fait un marquage à la culotte comme ça. Xam nga la moo tax parce que xam na ni mi ngi jël âge.
Ça veut dire que tu es prête à te marier avec moi?
Bien sûr. yow waxtaan nga ak monsieur.
ñàkk fayda moo tax nga dugg ci naan da ngay tax beneen jabar waaye waru la woon.
ay waajuram sedd nañ soxla si sedd bu rafet. nee nañ ku baax.
man nga noppi yow moom seytaane.
Marie, tu n'es pas épieu. N'oublie pas que bi ñu toogee yow yaa wax ni da nga am jëkkër ba pare ne ma dama am jabar.
bas la mën a jaral lii.
waaj dama ko yéeram rek ndeysaan yaa fàttaliku keroog foire ba ndaw si ni ko doon toroxalee.
mu gàcce day bàyyi borom jàpp ma man.
asalaamaaleykum fans yi ci drama dalal ak jàmm ci épisode weli yëngu-yëngu ya angi nooy ak yaramu baax. Tonight we break down the explosive official trailer of Takkema episode 11, an episode that is already setting a new benchmark for intense storytelling in Senegalese television. We are looking at rushed weddings, hidden truths, fractured friendships, and a family war unfolding in real time. Episode 11 drops this Thursday at 20:30, but before that, let's decode what the trailer is really trying to tell us. The trailer opens with celebration. We hear congratulations, rhyme and felicitation, and we see a fast-tracked wedding. Preparation moving at extreme speed. The bride sits confidently in a white lace dress and responds, "Babe, sir," when asked if she is ready. But the biggest question is this: why a wedding is just 7 days? Because in reality, this is not just a love story. It looks more like a strategic emergency move. The theory: this marriage is not purely emotional, it is defensive. There are strong signs that the groom may facing a serious hidden issue, possibly financial pressure, legal complications, or a reputation crisis in the wedding. It appears to be a shield, a way to lock protection through family alliances before the truth catches up. The prediction: Episode 11 will likely show chaotic behind the scenes pressure. Paperwork rushing, family tension rising, and just when everything seems ready, a major legal or administrative blockage may appear, proving one thing clearly: this wedding was never calm, it was a race against consequences. Then the mood shifts completely. We enter a serious family moment. The bride's father and elders step forward, and the energy changes instantly from celebration to authority. There is no longer joy. This is control, tradition, and pressure. The theory: in many traditional settings, when a father rushes a marriage or intervenes strongly, it usually means one of two things. Either he knows something the bride does not, or he is preparing to protect his daughter before something goes wrong. His stern presence suggests he may already have concerns about the groom's background. This is not a simple approval, it feels like psychological test. The prediction: during this meeting, expect a major condition to be introduced, something unexpected. It could be financial security demands, strict marriage terms, or binding family agreement. Whatever it is, it will visibly shake the groom. And this is where the real power struggle begins, before the wedding even happens. Now we move away from the wedding and into the friendship chaos. The friend group is already fractured. Accusations, ego clashes, betrayal talk, everything is falling apart. And in the middle of it all, one person is missing: Maria. The theory: Maria is not absent by accident. This is intentional distance. She is stepping away from toxicity, refusing to participate in a situation built on secrecy and emotional manipulation. Her absence becomes a silent statement, and that silence is loud enough to shake the entire group. The prediction: expect emotional fallout. One character may accuse Maria of jealousy, another may call her selfish for not attending, but the reality is different. Maria is distancing herself from chaos, while the group collapses under its own contradiction. Her absence will not calm the situation, it will expose it. And this is just beginning because still ahead we have the explosive living room confrontation, the shocking GCS marié confession and the mystery woman in red. Previous review showed as a rushed wedding built on pressure and secrets. Then next part takes us straight into the eye of human storm. Because now everything explodes inside in a single location. A living room that turns into a battlefield of truth, betrayal and exposure. Let's break it down. The trailer suddenly shifts into a full chaos mood. A woman dressed in bold red storms into the living room, and within seconds, everything collapses. A man is cornered, and the words hit like a bomb. GCS Mary, the theory. This is not a simple argument. This is an exposure event. All signs point toward a hidden marriage situation, possibly a polygamous arrangement or a secret civil union kept away from public knowledge. The woman in red is not arriving by accident. She is arriving with purpose. She represents the past that refuses to stay buried, and she chooses the worst possible moment to expose it. Right in front of family reputation and upcoming wedding structure. The prediction. Episode 11 will likely confirm one thing. This man has been living a double reality. At first, he may try to deny everything. He may call her unstable. He may try to protect his image. But that will not last long because the woman in red is expected to bring proof. A marriage document or undeniable digital evidence. And the moment that proof appears, silence will take over the entire room. Immediately after the exposure, the trailer erupts into a heated confrontation. Two women face each other. Tension explodes, voices rise, one question cuts through everything. What is your problem? The theory. This is more than an argument. This is pride versus truth. The bride or the woman defending her position is trying to protect her dignity and the image of the future household. But behind the anger, there is fear. Because deep down, she already suspects the truth is real. And anger becomes the only way to hold everything together. This is also a reflection of deep social pressure, where appearance often matters more than emotional reality. The prediction. This scene will likely become one of the most viral moments of the episode. Social media will pick it apart frame by frame because it represents something bigger than the characters. The silent expectations to endeavor betrayal for the sake of appearances. But this time, silence breaks, and that makes everything worse. Expect escalation, expect elders stepping in, and expect control slipping completely out of their hands. Outside the villa, another storm is brewing. A man wearing a distinctive green and red hat is seen pointing aggressively, delivering a serious warning. The theory. This character is not emotional chaos. He represents power and pressure behind the scenes. Possibly a fixer, a family strategist, or business-linked intermediary. His warning suggests something much bigger. If this scandal becomes public, financial agreements collapse, social alliances break, and major plans tied to status or business expansion fall apart instantly. The prediction. This connects directly to the ex-partner's behavior earlier in the trailer. His sudden urgency to return to Maria doesn't look emotional anymore. It looks strategic. Maria is not just an ex. She is reputation shield, a clean image that can stabilize chaos before everything is exposed. But now even that plan is falling apart and now the puzzle is almost complete. But the biggest question still remains. What is Maria planning in response to all of this? And is this story driven by choice or by chance? If the earliest part were about betrayal, exposure and chaos, this final section is about something deeper, psychological evolution, power shifts, and irreversible choices. Because while everyone else is collapsing, Maria is changing. Let's break it down. One of the most powerful lines in the storyline appears like a warning. Simplicity is for the weak. The theory. For a long time, Maria was seen as the calm one, the patient one, the forgiving one. But in this environment, that softness was never protected, it was exploited. In episode 11 marks a turning point. Maria begins to understand a harsh truth. In high stakes emotional and social environment, kindness without boundaries becomes vulnerability. The prediction: when her ex-partner tries once again to force a second chance, Maria will not react emotionally. No shouting, no chaos, no emotional collapse. Instead, she shifts completely, cold, calm, controlled. Her response becomes structured, direct, and final. No emotional but decisive. She enforces boundaries like a system shutting down excess. And for the first time, the ex partner has no control over the conversation. Behind the emotional drama, another layer is collapsing. Business reputation, power, the so called Plan 2035 is no longer just ambition, it is now liability. The theory: the ex partner's long term strategy was built on delay, calculation, and image control. But in elite corporate environments, especially linked to high level investors and international interest, personal reputation is not separate from professional survival. Everything is connected and now it's catching up. The prediction: Episode 11 will likely introduce a major turning point. A formal warning, a legal notice, or a financial freeze tied to reputation risk. The message is simple: you cannot separate a broken personal life from professional empire. And the irony becomes clear. By trying to control everything until 2035, he loses everything in 2026. Now the entire story collapses into one central question: is life shaped by choice or by chance? The theory: Episode 11 presents a pattern. Those who tried to force outcomes are collapsing. Those who built relationships on calculation are exposed. Those who avoided emotional truth are now facing it violently. Nothing is stable, nothing is predictable. The prediction: the final emotional contrast of the episode will be striking. On one side, absolute chaos, exposure, arguments, betrayals, public humiliation. On the other side, Maria quiet, still, detached from the storm. Now, because she has everything, but because she has chosen peace over participation, and that becomes the real message of the episode. Sometimes the strongest decision is not fighting harder, but walking away completely. And that brings our episode 11 breakdown to close. From hidden marriage to corporate collapse to emotional transformation, this episode is not just drama. It is deconstruction of choices, relationships, and consequences. So, this is the end of our today preview. Make sure you have liked the video and subscribed to our channel. This is Episode Valley signing off for now.